Alright, I hit the
Welcome,
record button.
welcome to the Trio Meal podcast.
Yeah, dude. Trio Meal podcast, man.
We
Episode
all
2.
just talked over each other. Okay, yeah, we are joined by the other two, like last time. Nothing's changed.
Wait, what do you mean the other two?
Yeah, it's
The
Trio.
other
It sounded like you think this is your podcast.
No,
It's
no,
a Trio
no.
Meal podcast.
If this was my podcast, it'd be good. Now, John, since it's your podcast, you can go.
What? What do
Okay.
you mean if this was my podcast, it'd be good? We're already good, you noob.
Do you see any naked women? I don't think so, Josh.
You think we could put that on YouTube?
Who said I put my podcast on YouTube?
Where do you
I have a podcast for Pornhub. It's like NPR but all naked.
Dude, I got overwhelmed with curiosity the other day, and I was on Pornhub.
Did
and-
you
Oh,
look this
no.
up? Podcast on
No, no,
Pornhub?
no. I looked up Apex Legends.
Oh my god.
No, I didn't want to see the animated porn. I wanted to see someone upload their full gameplay to Pornhub. This one guy
100%.
This
I
one guy
already know
got
someone.
16 kills in 7 minutes as Octane. It was absolutely insane. He was just murdering everybody. And then there was another video where it was just like some guy who dropped on a Gibraltar and an Octane, and the video is titled "Skinny Black Lady Beats or Pulverizes Nice Hawaiian Man and Skinny Mexican."
Jesus
I,
Christ.
I swear, like every year, Josh will go through that where it's like one of those things. Like we did that together freshman year. A couple years ago, we just looked up random Let's Plays on Pornhub.
Yeah,
I swear we just
Minecraft
do
Let's
that
Plays
all the
on
time.
Pornhub.
Yeah, and we went down a weird rabbit hole, Josh.
Yeah. And then like someone uploads something completely normal to Pornhub as a joke and titles it something weird.
Oh yeah.
Like there's no pornography whatsoever, but the
Do you know
fact that
that
it's...
Sonic video though that wasn't pornography but was still disturbing?
Oh yeah, he was eating a hot dog.
Yeah, the
And
old
it
guy.
was a
kinda
live
fuck?
action. Yeah.
Sonic eating a hot dog on Pornhub?
It was live action. Okay, it was an old guy just as Sonic eating a chili dog, very very sadly, and like a
But, like,
chair.
It wasn't just a chair. It was a film set basically.
Yeah.
Like there was 3 cameras on this guy. He had a green screen. It was like, who is paying this man? Who
My question is,
desires this?
How do we get from there to Doctor Disrespect Women? Is my question.
We just kept going down rabbit holes, and then we saw like
It's a comment, right?
yeah, it was a comment on a video, and I'm pretty sure like we clicked on a hilarious actual porn title where it was like oh no, I remember. It was something so insanely brutal porn
Yes.
title that we were like, what?
What?
Does she
Yeah.
actually get stabbed in this video? I have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
click
yeah,
on
so-
it to
so-
see.
And then we saw the comment.
And then we just went on the comments, and this guy, it's something like Dr. Disrespect Women. I'm not
Yeah.
quite sure, can't remember. And he regularly would comment on videos for the past 4 years about how women were objects and they needed to be dominated and controlled, and it was
Yeah,
It
it
was
was like it was
sickening.
it was scary and insanely dark.
I
And like
know.
years later, we figured out it was just Conan.
You finally caught it.
wow, Conan, how could you do this?
Yeah.
2-time champ himself.
Wait, two-time champion what, Conan?
That's a joke with Dr.
It is the
Disrespect.
joke. It is the joke. But he's
Oh,
asking
yeah.
you to continue your joke.
Yeah.
2-time champion, what, dude?
Yeah, what?
What did
yeah,
you
yeah,
win?
Yeah, yeah, what?
The 2-time champion. Disrespect women.
Okay.
Fucking
Could
hell.
you imagine?
I do
like-
not condone this.
Thank you.
This
but
is
could
this is satire. This is the joke. It does not represent how I.
he cut out for me? Did he cut out for you?
yeah, he did.
Okay.
I think he
The
does.
The internet is
disrespect women, though.
dying. No.
That's hilarious. Cause like I don't condone.
It took me off.
Yeah, but could you imagine there was like a contest for that? Like, 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 like just disrespecting people that are like anyone.
What kind of contest would
It was
that
just
be?
like it was just like disrespect. Yeah, it could be women, could be anyone. It's like you had like it's like a film crew follow you around, and you just like go to people and just totally disrespect them.
I mean, how far are we talking disrespect? Like disrespect, like pull out a gun and shoot them, like haha, I don't care about your life. Like there's
Well,
got to be
it
rules in
depends.
this
Like
contest.
there's points. Like it's
Okay.
points for creativity.
So-
Like you can do that, but that's like brutality. You know, like there's nothing creative about killing a guy. Come on,
Right.
be more creative. Like somehow sneak into his family, like his family trust circle, sleep with his wife, steal all his money, and like get him to the point where he's like gonna commit suicide, and you pop up like, you've been disrespected. Boom.
I think this transcends disrespect.
This is destroying
It's a whole nother category.
and well-being. This has been vindictive attack, okay?
But at least it was creative, and I put in some effort.
There was a lot of effort.
I'm an
You just left
artist.
him a shell, the man.
I'm an artist when it comes to destroying lives, guys. An artist.
Alright, well,
I am going to connect to my hotspot real quick because my audio's dropping.
alright, bro.
Okay, we should all play you all break music.
What do you mean
Do, do,
break
do,
music?
do,
Alright,
do,
me
do,
good.
do, do. Okay, see, he's back.
I'm not a fan of your music. You gotta pick better tracks, bro.
This is all copyrighted, man.
Alright,
This is the only way we can get away with it.
alright.
Do, do,
Let's
do,
get down
do, do.
to the bread and butter. Conan, I want to hear about your other Bojangles story.
My Bojangles story.
Yeah,
So,
but before I preface it with what the fuck we're talking about.
okay, so I got Bojangles today, and usually we record or not usually, because this is the fucking second time, but we planned to record this podcast like fucking 2-3 hours ago, right? Was it 4? But
Yeah.
I had to get on an hour late because I had to go run out and get something for my grandmother, and I came back and be like, hey, I'll be ready in 30. And then me and Ian are hanging out, and like, where's Josh? So I don't know what happened with you.
Dude, I fell
But
asleep.
basically, later on, you said, I'll be on at 5. And at that exact moment, I get a call from my mother. It's like, hey, can you go out and do something for your grandmother? And I'm like, okay. So I'll be back in 15. And then I get down the stairs, and Mom's like, hey, can you also buy Bojangles? And I'm like, this is your ulterior motive. This is why I'm going out. You could have just said it. You could have just told me. But basically, I had to go to Bojangles too. And I tell the boys I'll be back in like fucking 40 minutes. Because usually it takes me forever to
We
get
are the boys,
Bojangles.
by the way.
The
I need to know,
Boys,
we are
the
the
trio
boys.
meal. I told the trio meal I'll be back in like 40 minutes
We aren't women. I'm
with the
sorry.
boys.
Boys, yes.
So I tell the boys I'll be back in like 40 minutes. Because usually it takes me a while to get Bojangles after I order it. Because whenever I walk in, this before like the whole COVID-19 thing, I would walk in, I'd order my food, and I'm like, hey, can I get the 8-piece tailgate special? And they're like, yeah, I'll have it right out. And then about an hour later, this has happened like 3-4 times now. About an hour later, I wait, I sit there, I'm like, hey, never got my food. And then like 8 out of 10 times, they're gonna be like, oh shit, did we skip his order? Who took his order? Oh, she left already. Oh god. And so they gave me like 2 extra pieces of chicken as like a consolation for waiting an hour. It's like it's not blood money. What was the term? It's like to keep your mouth shut, basically, right?
Hush money.
Hush money, but like chicken.
Hush,
Hush
chicken.
chicken.
So they always give me some hush chicken, so I really don't mind, honestly. But yeah, it usually takes me like an hour whenever I order Bojangles going into the store. But now it's COVID-19, I go to the drive-through, and damn, are they fast?
Yeah.
Like, it only took me 10 minutes. Which honestly, I'm surprised, because I feel like Bojangles, what's the other one, KFC, well, like, just any, like, fried chicken place takes a long time to get their food ready, so it's not like fast food kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm, like, always surprised when they have a drive-through.
Okay, every drive-through in existence is designed to be fast. In fact, they want to be so fast that they're faster than if you were to go inside. It's kind of ridiculous because, you would think, okay, there's 2 cars that have not even ordered yet. I will be the 3rd one in line. I can go inside and get my food quicker, right? Wrong. Just because you can place your order quicker doesn't mean anything. because they prioritize the drive-through hard because they have timers going off that basically say, hey, this car's been here 15 minutes. This is unacceptable. It needs to be faster. And it's literally an electronic system that possibly goes up higher to like their boss's boss. So they are determined to get that time down.
Speed running the
Yeah,
drive-through.
they're just constantly speed running, man.
Okay, I see.
Now back at Arby's.
So they're doing the dine and skip.
Yeah. Back at Arby's, when I worked at Arby's, we had a button that reset the timer. We were always told, don't use it by our boss's boss, but our boss said, hey, use it. So that's what we did. I remember, okay, so it tracks the timers and then puts up like a top 5 for lunch. And I remember one occasion, one restaurant had a 9-second timer as like their
What?
average for the lunch period between 11 to 2. They had 9 seconds through the drive-through. Mind you,
That
that's
is
only
insane.
that's only at the pay and pick up your food window, but still, that means they were pushing the button on every order. And I guarantee you, boss's boss was like, "Bro, what the fuck?"
See, I've only worked at 2 places, the Cold Stone and the YMCA. And this way similar to the YMCA, when people would drop their kids off, we had to throw them out of the cards in, like, a specific time, or they would, like, miss the food. So whenever we saw a kid, we just, throw them inside the house, just over and over, constantly.
So you also had a
Fuck
drive-through
yeah.
at the daycare center.
Yeah. And, like, same with, like, getting the kids back in their car. Sometimes we switched up the kids and sent them home with the wrong parent, and they had to return the order. Sometimes, they kept the order, like, I like this one better, but sometimes it wasn't as good, so we had to, give them a refund, make them a whole new kid. It was very tiring.
Yeah, I know,
Jesus
right?
Christ.
What do you do with the old kid that got returned, but due to FDA complications, you can't give it to the rightful owner?
Well, if a kid, like, what are kids known for? You're right, walk. So we put them to walk.
Nice.
Like, most of them
see.
wanted to play, but like, no. Like,
You gotta
if
make
wanna
work a game for them, dude.
Yeah, like, you live in this society. If you don't walk, you're not worth anything.
We
So,
we just tell them that the factory floor is a game.
yeah. Like, and when they asked why is there a body of a kid like that, I said, hey, he's just napping.
Yeah,
It's nap time. And you can nap when you get there too.
Oh no.
Oh God.
By the way, for anyone watching, this might be exaggerations of events that took place at my work. Just maybe. Could be exaggerations. Who knows?
Redacted.
Redacted. Redacted.
Speaking of work, let's see. I haven't done much for my work really. That's like interesting.
Yeah,
There
you
was
haven't-
this
you
time I
haven't
went to my
dedicated your
first
grandmother?
I forgot what it was called. It was like a meeting to like talk about how to improve. It's one of those kind of like meetings. They had pizza. They're talking about how to improve. We basically all just went to go get our check essentially because that was also there.
Yeah.
And it brought back some bad high school memories. Everyone knows each other except me. Everyone's eating pizza together except me. So I'm just kind of
Wait.
sitting like it's like
You-
high school lunch but more collegeized because you got a lot of older people there.
So, and you work for you work to take care of your grandmother, right?
Yeah, I'm doing home care, but specifically just for my grandmother.
So
So
my
it's super
question
lax.
is, Josh, you know how in almost any work environment you have to go through like sexual assault prevention training or some stuff like that?
Yeah.
Kind of, did you have to go through that for home care?
I did it
were they
actually.
were they afraid that you would get into a sexual relationship with someone at your home? I'm just
No,
wondering.
I'm sure they were, but then they thought about it for one more second. They're like, you know what? He's good.
See,
Like back then, this
Like-
was fucking.
Could you imagine like you're only working for like I guess in some of them work for like other people's families, I'm guessing.
Yeah, usually you you
Yeah.
don't work for your own family.
Yeah, but you mentioned like there's like a specific video for working with your own family, like how not to seduce your grandmother. It's just
You know, funny thing about that actually, I took a test on not this specifically, but just a test in general home care stuff.
Yeah, I remember you telling me this story. So go on.
go on.
It's funny.
Uh, I basically went in one day and be like, hey, I need some more documents so that I can like log what I did and all that stuff. You know, standard home care shit, right? Like I worked this many hours, or I did this, this, and this. Essentially writing the letter A over and over in a bunch of different boxes.
Yeah.
And what happened one time when I went in is like, hey, yeah, we forgot to call you, but we need you to come in and take this test. And I'm like, test? I didn't study for this. So they hand me this like fucking 10-page like fucking test essentially, right? Close to
Yeah.
an exam. No open-ended questions, just a bunch of multiple choice. You know, match this situation with this answer kind of thing. So I'm going through the test and I'm tryharding because I think legitimately, oh god, I don't know any of this shit, but fucking context clues, right? I can somehow pass this, right? So I'm sitting there for a good 3 hours. This place is only open for 4 hours, by the way, from 8 to 12, at least
Okay.
on Fridays. So I'm sitting here taking my test, taking the full amount of allotted time I was given, basically, and I get to like the second to last page. My brain's fucking fried. I've got the word hemoglobin stuck in my head, basically. And then the person who gave me my test walks over. They're like, "Hey, you know, we're not actually grading on this test. We just need you to fill it out so we have it documented that you took the test." And I fucking died, dude. I was like, "Oh my god!" I spent so much time. I mean, bright side, kind of learned something, but I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
need to.
Okay.
That's what frustrated me.
Okay.
No,
I
just,
remember
I,
this
just,
story differently.
no,
I remember that she gave you the answers after a certain point.
That was a different test.
Okay, so these are two different tests.
These are two different tests.
But no, what Conan said earlier, like when we got the phone call and he's like, a test. I didn't study for this. That sounds like something someone would say in like a really bad sitcom.
Yeah.
It's just like a
Laugh
free,
track.
yeah, laugh track freeze frame, a test. I didn't study for this,
Or-
like a theme
or-
song and it fades out.
A really cheesy action scene where like one of the bad guys says something cool and the hero has to say something even cooler and he's like, a test. I didn't study for this. And he pulls out his two Glock 10s and he goes
Yes.
That reminds me of something, you know, like, have you ever played those games where it's like, you try to imagine something that's like two things that exist in our world, but when you put them together, they don't actually exist, and how weird that would be? Like, I saw one, I was like, what if fish had guns? Like, just imagine that, like, fish had guns.
Dude, I would not get
How-
anywhere near the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah, like, and there's like, you have to be careful on hikes. Like, you're near a stream and you hear like a Glock being shot, and there's a fish just there.
They got a
Like-
turf war going on.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
do you
just
know how
like-
lucrative the career of water gathering would become?
But also, my question would be: are these like human guns, or are these fish-made guns? Like, is a fish Glock the same as all Glock, or do they make it with like somehow not out of fish, but like they make it that so it can be used by fish and shoot stuff that they can find like rocks,
What?
or they somehow have access to bullets?
Why does this matter? Why are you debating the science behind fish guns?
Because I think if this, because you know how weird this year has gone, I could see this happening, Josh. We have to be prepared for fish guns. So I need to know how these fish guns are made.
I don't think
Okay.
we need to be prepared
What if
for fish
clouds
guns.
rained lava? The fuck
Okay.
do you do then?
Yeah, dude, come on.
Yeah, okay, actually, that's the question. What would you do? I guess you have to find something that's like lava resistant.
Live
Like, high
underground.
Yeah, you'd have to live underground, right?
Yeah,
Fucking
probably.
bunker shelters left
But
and right,
also,
every fucking
like-
house.
So if lava hit the water, it would cool. So if there's enough lava, enough water, would just start creating more like small islands faster.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, man.
And we'd probably
Wait,
run
no.
out of water real quick.
Yeah.
All
that-
water would just be groundwater.
That'd be like hell.
It
You
would.
should imagine that.
Well,
It would
actually-
be lava raining from the skies.
That
Yeah, that'd be pretty close to hell.
That would be the end of humanity because if you know anything about the water cycle, like the only way we get water back is by it raining. So if it
Also,
doesn't rain, we don't get water back.
If there's a water cycle, would there be a lava cycle for that kind of thing? If it rained lava, would lava have to evaporate back into? Like it's not liquid technically.
Right.
Yeah. So well, I guess it can't be evaporated. I don't think. Like it's just would there have to be its own somehow scientific cycle for that to work?
You know, I think I'm done with this conversation.
No, Josh, this is why.
How does the lava cycle work?
Josh, this is why you can't watch Rick and Morty. Your IQ isn't on the level that me and Conan's IQ are.
No,
we can have
look,
these conversations, okay?
I can understand. Raining lava.
We can, yeah,
But-
Liz, your brain is too small to go further than that.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
can-
no, no.
Anyone can say, "Oh, quantum physics exists," but you're not like us. We can debate it.
I
You
don't
can't,
have
Josh.
any motivation to learn more about the potential impact of a lava cycle. I don't care.
And this is why our nation is failing, Josh. Because
We
no
have
one wants to
no
learn.
ambition going on.
Thank you, Conan.
No curiosity.
Yeah.
The people over here fucking playing RuneScape, doing the same damn thing.
Exactly.
True. RuneScape. Oh my god. I don't know how I played that game for so long.
Nice segue, Conan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Good one.
video games, yeah.
Yeah, video
Oh yeah,
games.
dude.
What game you guys been playing lately?
Alright, bro. I've been playing Animal Crossing, Apex Legends, and that's... Oh, I've been playing Valorant with my girlfriend.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. She's
I'm
convinced I'm,
surprised, too.
good. And, like, the only reason she's convinced I'm good is because she's not the greatest. Okay? And therefore, like,
You're-
she doesn't complain that
You're
I'm
good
bad.
by comparison.
Yeah.
Careful with
Yeah.
your words here, man.
Oh yeah, I'm being
Yeah.
very careful. Don't worry, don't worry.
Basically, guys, what he's saying, if you can't understand, he's saying that he is just better than his girlfriend at games. Well, that's exactly what he's saying.
No. At Valorant.
So Sam, if you watch this, he is on record saying that he is better than you.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
at
that's good.
Valorant, and I think she knows that, so it's okay.
At all games,
No,
just
no,
what he
no,
said.
No, not say that.
He's like, redacted.
Alright, so how's
redacted.
Apex Legends been?
Oh, dude, let me tell you, it's terrible. For some god-forsaken human being decided to put one of the week 4 quests as repair 2,000 shield damage as Watson.
I saw that, dude.
For comparison, Caustic have 5 traps out at once. You can do that in one game. One
Fucking
game for the
golden
same
element, maybe?
the same amount of XP. Okay, you just have to find a gold helmet, yeah, basically, and then throw your traps down, and that's it. Get 20 knockdowns as these 4 characters. Have your friends take a zip line that you put up as Pathfinder 10 times, or use the portal as Wraith 15 times with your allies, of course. Your allies count. And meanwhile, you have to repair 2,000 shield damage as Watson. Mother of God. And for some
that's
reason...
like 10 Watson games. That ain't bad.
No, it's more than 10 Watson games. Shut up.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
For
Those
some-
late game Watsons.
Yeah, like, I don't know what it is, but for some reason, it's so challenging and, like, annoying that I want to do it. I'm at, like, 900 already. And I've probably
God damn.
played, like, 20 games or something ridiculous. Whew.
Dude, fucking, I have that Wraith quest where I gotta get people to take my portal. So I had Christian and Nick take my portal like 12 times basically while it was up. Didn't count. So I think it has to be unique people.
Yeah.
And I just
I'm with you.
decided I'm not gonna do this quest because
Yeah.
I don't play with randoms.
I guess, like, with Watson's thing, you could theoretically just throw grenades at yourself until it completed.
Break the shield, recharge the shield.
Yeah.
It only takes one ult accelerator too.
Mhm.
Fucking hell.
What games have you been playing, Conan?
I've been playing Animal Crossing Apex, same as Josh. But I've also been playing Sekiro, and recently I've been going hard back in my mobile game, Fate Grand Order. Cause
Dude, the swimsuit event, is it out?
yeah, swimsuit event came out. The next swimsuit event comes out later in July, and there's also the meta breaking. Because how it works in Fate Grand Order is North American Fate Grand Order is 2 years behind Japanese Fate
Two
Grand Order.
years?
2 whole years, which is a blessing and a curse. A blessing because you know what happens 2 years in the future. You know what happens tomorrow, for fuck's sake. So fucking, you can plan accordingly. And there's a system. It's called like welfare servants, basically, where you get free 4-star servants. The tier goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5-star servants. So you get a free 4-star, 5 copies of it, so you can hit basically his max power level or whatever. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the reason I started playing North American instead of like basically downloading an app so I can download the Japanese version to get all the new content, right? Because I wanted some of those welfares. That's the only reason I started in North America. So basically, I've been going hard in this event because swimsuit event came out. I rolled for that. It's an event called Gouda Gouda 3. And I still don't know the meaning of what Gouda Gouda 3 is,
It's
but it's a
Gouda
really
cheese,
cool
dude.
event. Gouda Cheese 3.
Yeah, 3 pieces of Gouda cheese on a slice of toast.
Fucking
Dude,
hell.
that's my favorite meal.
I forget what era it's called, but it's from one of the older Japanese eras.
Mm-hmm.
The event is basically one of the older Japanese eras, war, taking place in modern Japan.
Okay.
And I love that shit. That shit is so cool. And that's the reason why I've gotten back in it.
Okay, wait. So hold on. I'm now under the impression that you stopped playing. You created brand new accounts just now.
What? No, I didn't make any new accounts.
Okay, because
I started playing again on my phone account, and then I had 12 accounts on my PC. But I only ever log in to get your like daily premium currency because they do that, so I can roll and essentially get everybody.
okay.
Because I'm one of those guys.
So you were on North American server the whole time.
Yeah, I'm on North American the whole time, but
Okay.
I also have a Japanese version on my phone that I log in every now and then because I see like fucking, oh, JP released a new waifu. Oh my god, it's a dragon girl. Let me roll for her real quick. And then I don't get it, and then I just go back to playing North American.
Dude, it's like you're time traveling in Animal Crossing, dude.
Fucking hell, dude. Dude, when I first heard about time traveling in Animal Crossing, I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
You thought it was literal?
I thought it was an actual game mechanic, and I'm like, whoa.
You could unlock the
I
time
can go
machine.
find the dinosaurs?
You thought the fossils were more than just museum fodder.
Yeah, no, it was just a fucking exploit. I was like, oh man,
Honestly,
that
it's
sucks.
not even an exploit. It's just how the game was designed. Like, in my honest opinion, if you are going to exploit Animal Crossing, are
Dude,
you
some people are fucking crazy.
are you sure? I mean, this is a game that is not meant to be grinded. The whole identity behind Animal Crossing is a casual as most games, okay?
Casual, relax, fucking water some flowers, fucking fish,
Yeah.
fucking spend $200 on a gay cat.
But the whole point, there's like people out there saying, no, every game's a grinding game if you try hard enough.
I guess
Dude,
so.
honestly, I grind whatever game no matter what it is.
Dude,
You know what?
Fate Grand Order, you have an AP limit, right? Like with every mobile game. Like fucking Farmville, you had energy, right?
uh-huh.
You
Yeah.
can only do so much at a time. My ass made multiple counts at the start because I ran out of AP and I still wanted to play the game.
Yeah, and that
That's-
crap burns you
that
out,
is
dude.
Yeah, it did burn me out, I'm not gonna lie.
So for some reason, Animal Crossing reminds me of this one Wii game, Pokemon Ranch,
I think I remember what you're
Because-
talking about.
because it had the same time thing, where like you had to wait a certain number of days to do certain things. Like it wasn't all at once. Of course, I think the original Animal Crossing had that in general, but I always try to like cheat it by changing the date on my Wii. But I think they caught onto it at one point because they said, "Nah, you're trying to time skip," or something like that.
Well, yeah, like, it's a Nintendo feature that you're capable of changing the time. And,
Yeah,
like,
but yeah.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
B would it be?
Do what
Side
you
note,
as
speaking
well.
of time, so Sekiro, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Fucking first playthrough of Sekiro, I'm fucking loving it. I'm dying to every boss, but I'm learning. I come back stronger. I made it through I think about halfway the game, and then my save file wipes. And I don't know why. So I start the whole game again. I
Dude,
get up
I
to the
guess
last explorable area. What's up?
I guess you could say that shadows die twice.
Indeed. But hear me out. I make it to the last explorable area, Fountainhead Palace. Game save wipes. I don't know why. Third time playing it, shadows die thrice. I finally finished the game. And you know how mad I was when I found out that my save wiped at the last area.
Oh no. So you didn't even know you were at the last area. You just
Yeah, I
thought
didn't
you were at
even
an
know.
area.
But let me tell you, that last boss fight in Sekiro, Ishin the Sword Saint. Bullshit name, by the way. He's Ishin the Spear Saint. Ishin the fucking Gun Saint. This motherfucker, phase 3, pulls out a gun.
So I pulled out the gat. Boom.
It's like, fucking, alright.
Like,
Fun's over, buddy. You may have killed me twice.
But I got a
died
gun.
like I think I have no like idea what this game looks like. I'm just imagining this like awesome like sword slaying badass who just pulls out a Glock at the end of it and just pops a cap in your head.
Here, it's literally Japanese Dark Souls. He's running
Okay.
around with a sword, but he's a
It's
saint.
all about
that-
deflecting blows with your sword instead of rolling, though.
I'm
Yeah.
still seeing that Glock being pulled out and just kind of being shot.
Dude, it felt like that, because it fucking... Not to toot my own horn, but I
It's the
explored the shit
non-ending.
out of that game. I maxed out my HP, maxed out my attack power, right? This guy pulls out a gun, breaks half my posture with one shot, 3-round burst, by the way. Fully breaks my posture with 2 shots, so I can't deflect, I'm stunned, basically. Third shot, half my HP. And I'm like, this man really just pulled out a gun out of his ass. I'm like, okay,
It's like, okay,
that's cool.
okay.
Oh, it'd be that way.
You were capable of doing that the entire time. You just chose,
Yeah,
party's
you
over.
just chose to wait on Death's Door. You played with my emotions for a little bit, and you're like, look at this fucking dumbass.
But that just reminds me of almost like any anime event, and especially like Dragon Ball Z, where like they could have done the third form this entire time, but no, no,
Right.
they're gonna wait until the main character is finally strong enough to beat them to put their own potential in. It's like you could have won. You could have won, but no. You're
Yeah,
the
you save your strongest move for the overkill.
Right.
Yeah. and then the guy ends up winning because you say your strongest move,
So
and then
that's-
he goes like, oh crap! Somehow he becomes a thing that no one believed existed, the Super Saiyan, and your Frieza on what's it
You're
called?
more than just your
Damn it.
ordinary Saiyan, Frieza.
I've
Nah,
worn
I
I
you
have
Damn.
down.
ascended to the legendary Super
Super
Saiyan.
Saiyan.
Bitch, you just jealous of my Super Saiyan swag.
Swag.
This right here
You know?
is my Super Saiyan swag.
Oh,
Super
I
Saiyan swag.
love that abridge
Fucking hell.
so much.
Oh man.
Like it had like some of the funniest, but also like some of those epic lines. Like it was when Piccolo was fighting Android, the guy Android, not
21.
The guy Android. 17? The
Yeah.
twin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
17. Thank you. Yeah, I get the guy in Goal 16, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait,
Fighting-
no, she's 18.
18. That's right. Yeah,
Legal,
16
yes.
for Ginger.
Legal,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, but he's fighting Android 17, and like after he fuses Kami, and just like the fuck's a Kami? He says it means God, bitch. Now bow. Like that's my favorite line of the abridge right there. I'm like,
Fun fact,
yes.
it also means hair.
It means hair, bitch. No. I'm fucking joking.
Yeah, if you just
Okay,
spell
no.
it right, that same syllable combination is different. I remember googling this because I wanted to know how to write God, so I can. I don't remember why I wanted to write God in Japanese, but I did. And then it kept autocorrecting to hair. I'm like, no, I don't want to learn how to write hair. I want to learn how to write God.
Maybe they're both the same.
Hair is God confirmed.
All God just has great hair. But like,
Perhaps.
there's no, like, it's so good. There's no the word for it, but his own name.
There's no mortal interpretation
The
of
God
good hair
cut.
besides God.
His locks,
Mm.
bro.
I guess you could say
Oh.
they're
Nowadays.
divine.
Ah.
Ha ha ha.
Dude, tell me.
ha, ha, ha.
Tell me all
What's up?
about your anime experience. I remember like 2 weeks ago, you were just like anime after anime after anime.
Oh yeah, dude, I was. I'm still watching GTO right now, but let's see, what did I watch earlier?
Parasite, dude. What were your thoughts on it, man?
Parasite. Oh yeah, I finished Parasite.
Dude,
Honestly, it was okay.
it's one of my top tens, man. What do you mean, okay?
Because like,
Like the action scenes were amazing. You had the cool ass music, and then you had Migi talking in the background, being like, "We evolve, we get stronger as we work together." I'm like, damn, that shit's cool. All the action scenes, amazing. Loved it. The character development on what's his name, Shinichi.
Mm-hmm.
The character development Shinichi was also, it was super, symbolic, of course, because when he fused with Migi or whatever, he had a whole different look going on.
Yeah, he's like a glasses wearing nerd.
Yeah, and then he became a Chad, and then when fucking Migi separated from him close to the end, he went back to his old look or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty cool, but like, I don't know. The start was super fucking boring. I'm
It
not gonna
was.
lie
I
to you.
totally agree. I thought that like they decide, oh, we're gonna kill I don't know, some random dog. It's like, bro, come on, this is not fun. It's like at the start there was absolutely no goal. That was the problem. There was no goal.
Yeah, he was just trying to live his life with a fucking weird ass hand that talks.
Yeah.
And then you progress to the story. He had a reason to fight. It was all cool and shit. The thing that like was weird to me, or not weird to me, the thing that I didn't like, specifically just my own personal thing, is I felt stressed just watching Shinichi's character development after he fused with Miki.
I kind of agree.
It was like, holy shit.
It
fucking-
wasn't I'm choosing this. It was I have to do this, brother. I don't have a choice right now,
I'm-
brother.
I'm just bad at
walking
vision.
over like a pile of his schoolmates' corpses.
Yeah.
And being like, oh my god, how did you do that? I'm used to it.
Yeah.
I was
It's like, what the fuck?
I remember Conan said something earlier when you asked that opinion further. He's like, you know what? It's okay, and I can count. And I can't even count how on my thing was how many times Conan has said that about every anime I've ever asked him about.
Because
Like, you know
nothing's
what?
ever good.
I
It's
agree.
okay.
It's hard to find good shit, man.
But like, he says it's like that all the time. Like if he had a catchphrase, that'd be one of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Okay,
No, it'd be
It'd be what
it's
it'd be.
pretty okay. That's his
It's
catchphrase.
pretty okay. It's pretty
It's
okay.
pretty okay. Cool.
Dude, I watched
Fucking, what's up?
I watched fucking Inuyashiki, which I had
Mhm.
I had read the manga 2 years prior, and I have coincidentally forgotten basically the entire plot. And it was just the perfect amount of time spent between watching the anime that I was able to like enjoy this or anime because I didn't know what was going to happen next. Like I could kind of remember parts here and there, and I remember the general twist of in turns, but like it was an enjoyable ride. I hate the cop out on the last episode. You could tell that the author was basically told like, "Hey, you're gonna have to stop writing manga. I'm gonna have to end this series. Yeah, so you're gonna have to find a way to end it." And he said, "Oh, okay. We'll just kill off the two main characters in a noble sacrifice, despite the fact that one of them is an absolute villain who's in the middle of character development to become not a villain."
Mm.
Ah. But anyway, it was an enjoyable ride. I kind of liked it.
Okay.
Okay.
Dude, how's
I'm not gonna
GTO,
watch it.
man?
But
GTO, I like it. It shows that it's old, but that's okay. It's like something I just kind of pull up in the background while I'm farming FGO,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of like look over now and then, like, oh, it's another fucking ecchi scene. But that's okay.
Wait, there are ecchi scenes?
Well, like, it's sort of ecchi. It's like not showing panties, that kind of thing, but it's like fucking high school girls in swimsuits, a beauty contest kind of thing, or like a really sexy nurse or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Dude. Oh
like
my
the
god.
teacher's a fucking badass.
Yes.
I'm looking for shows like that. Shows that involve the Yakuza, gang wars, stuff like that. That is my shit.
Uh-huh.
I watched Gaku Dolls recently, or was it Backstreet Girls? That's the English name. I don't know if you heard about that one.
I have not actually.
Ooh. I remember seeing the manga for it. I never read it, and then I saw it got animated like a year later, and I'm like, dear God, what have they done?
Mhm.
The premise of the show is basically these three Yakuza gang members really fucked up some operation, right?
Mhm.
And so their boss is like, in order to atone, you're gonna go to Thailand, you're gonna get a sex change, and you're gonna become idols. Japanese idols. That is the whole premise of the show.
Please tell me it's based on a true story, right?
I don't know.
Well, it's probably not. Then. Unlucky.
It's pretty funny. It's super
Actually-
slapstick comedy.
It is, because Conan was a part of it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Fucking hell.
he became, he got the change, he changed back after his mission was done.
Yeah.
It's why-
Operation complete.
It's why it shrunk half an inch, Josh.
Oh, that's why.
That's
It's
why
just
it
a
got
new one.
smaller.
It's just a new one.
They butchered the operation on the way back.
They lost his old one. I had to just replace it with one that fell on the ground. You know what? This is close enough.
Right.
Yes.
So, you know, hey, where'd you get that dick? Oh yeah, my doctor found it on the ground. Your what?
Wait, no, hold on.
Who's
Who's asking? Who's asking that question, Conan?
I don't. Apparently, fucking all of you. I swear to God.
No. We're not asking how you got it. We're asking how big it is.
You're Conan. Damn, man, where'd you get that dick?
Oh, man, I just found it. It was just lying on the ground, dude.
That was
Yeah,
something
no
I
one
said in
took
like
it.
second grade, dude. Come on.
Oh shit.
Ah.
Another anime I've been watching, or I watched somewhat recently. No Guns Life. I don't know if you heard about
Is
that.
that the one with the guy whose head's a gun?
Yep, Gunhead. Good old Gunhead. His name isn't Gunhead. That's just what I call him because I can't remember his name.
Well, yeah, no, I've seen like images of just like guys whose heads a gun.
Dude, the show is actually good. It's like if you
Yeah.
put a weak ass shonen anime protagonist with a badass detective.
Like, Connor, I get it. It probably is pretty good. I can't get over the fact that his head's a gun.
Dude, I had the
Like-
same thing going, but I just kind of got used to
Because
it.
there's a movie with the guy who played Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe, where like he accidentally has surgery where his hands become guns,
Mm.
and he has to try to do everything, but his hands are guns. He just keeps firing and shooting stuff.
Wait.
I don't know the whole premise, but it's just like he gets knocked out of.
Okay.
He's like, I forget what it is, but yeah, his hands are just guns,
Mhm.
and it just reminds me of Gunhead, and I'm like, I can't get over the fact that like it doesn't even look like they've removed his hands, put guns there. It's just like his like guns are fused to his hands, and,
It was-
I don't get it.
It was
Like his
21st.
arm is kind of like the mag or something. Wait, how does he shoot? Because he had to pull the trigger,
I
don't
don't know.
And both his hands are guns.
It's
I'm
21st
looking this
century
up.
Edward Scissorhands, dude.
Basically, I'm gonna,
Michael Gunhands.
Michael Gunhands. Pow 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 pow. Fastest shot in the West.
Fucking hell.
Oh my god.
Daniel.
We're hitting up on like 45 minutes here.
Yep.
Anything else you guys wanted to talk about?
Alright. I saw this article. I saw the headline and I didn't click on it because I'm a terrible human being. But the headline said this. It was a quote from Bernie Sanders about the riots and protests, and he says, "The wealthy have been looting America for the past 40 years." And I'm not
Huh.
sure if there was any more to that quote, but dang, that is a hot take.
I'm sure there's more to that quote. People always like quote half of something.
Yeah, they do. They quote half of it, take it out of context. I just think, whoa, that is a hot take, dude. He's like,
Powerful statement.
I just imagine people are all like, oh, well, you know, those protesters became riots, now they're just looting, and it's so lawless. Oh my god, America's going to crap. And it's like, well, actually, the wealthy have been looting America for the past 40 years, so we deserve this much. It's like, damn, bro, you okay?
God damn.
Meanwhile, Trump's taking pictures of himself with a Bible.
What the
Oh
fuck?
my god, that one! Oh gosh!
Oh my.
Oh,
Monkey
sorry.
Boba's political shit all that much.
Yeah. Okay, so
No,
so
no. I just saw because like he's going to the church with the protesting outside the White House, and he just like because you saw what like he did, right? Oh, he got the people to do.
what did he do? I didn't exactly
He
see it.
he cleared the way, so he had like people like there were protesters in the street on his way to where he was going. So he just had the the cops, National Guard, just beat people out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like he literally, there's a video of one of the people getting in one of the shields, bashing in Apollo's camera into the face, and then beating them with one of the things.
Oh yeah.
And then he's just walking. He's just walking. They're like, yeah. Here we go.
Dude, the best part about that is the photo slash video slash GIF he took is super photoshoppable. You just take that Bible and replace it with anything else.
Yeah.
There was a Reddit post with like 30K upvotes that said Biden 2020. instead of the Bible, he had a sign that said Biden 2020.
Oh,
God.
it's like no, it's just the complete irony of it that like
Yeah.
he's doing this and he goes like, you know what, I'm gonna use this Bible now.
Yeah, like people are rioting in the streets, but hey, I got a Bible.
And you see the and
Photoshop him in a bathroom in front of a toilet.
Oh,
Oh,
a clogged
shut
toilet. A clogged toilet.
Oh
No,
my
no.
God.
And also, it's just funny. Someone asked like, "What is that?" He's like, he's like, "Why do you have that?" He's like, "It's a Bible," and that's all he says. Why do you have that? He's like, "It's a Bible," and then
Yeah.
that's just all he says.
Dude, he had a serious bad take. I think yesterday or maybe it was a day. I don't remember. He said that because of the protests going around in America, things are going to change. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's because of the look. Anyways, if it changes, if it doesn't, I don't know if it will. Who knows? But anyways, he goes on to say that George Floyd, up in his resting place is having a good day because yes,
Oh no!
George
That's awful.
Floyd and his family are having a good day because change is a coming. He
No,
only had to die for it.
God, I hate him.
Did he actually say that last part?
Yeah, well, no, he didn't say he only had to die for it.
Okay.
Part. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm like, hold on. Hold
No,
on.
no.
There's no way it could get worse, right?
Yeah, no,
Oh my God.
he just said that it's a good day for
I hate
George
him.
Floyd.
I've got on record. I hate him. I've got on record. I still hate the guy. But that's awful. Who says that? Like, you have to have some intelligence, no matter what you believe or think or whatever. What else? You have to have some intelligence. You know what? I shouldn't say that. You know, like you have to have some enough intelligence. You know what? I shouldn't say that. That seems like that's gonna be a bad thing to say.
Yeah.
And you know what? And wait, was it? It's something he tweeted.
No. This was a live press conference.
Okay, so you know.
Public statement.
Yeah, like a
Wait,
public
really?
statement, like he's talking.
Okay, so this is one of the public statements where he didn't have all the other people look over a script to make sure that it's good, right?
Possibly, I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, advisors are working against him.
Well,
man.
okay, he
Could you imagine that? It's like, I'm tired of this guy. Let's just write something like he'll just. It's like have you guys ever seen Anchorman?
Yeah.
I've seen the memes, but I haven't seen it.
You know the bit where who read in the name on the teleprompter? That's just Trump. He's like, no, he'll read anything. Let's just write whatever down, and he'll say it. He's like, what? And you know what? Yeah. I can just say.
Fucking we'll do it live.
See, my thing with this is like, who is gonna be Biden's VP? Because that's who we're really voting for,
Yeah, but Biden himself isn't that good of a guy either.
Like, Biden is not that great of a choice. We all would have liked Bernie, but there's no way in hell I'll be voting for Trump.
Yeah.
So like whoever Biden's VP is, like that's the candidate we're really voting for, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
See,
Yeah. Honestly.
although the you mentioned earlier about like who wrote a script. Well, I think the main issue is nobody there is able to tell him no anymore. Basically, anybody who wasn't a yes man has already been fired or has
That's true. Yeah.
resigned and out of protest. Like just recently, someone who works like in like I don't know, some health department like resigned. So like the chair of the CDC empty. There ain't nobody there. In fact, most of the organizations in America that the executive branch is designed to set up, maintain, and ensure that they're accountable, they just don't have anybody occupying them. There's so many organizations that hasn't really been used. Or if they are used, Trump's put someone in there who is just they'll do whatever he says.
Yeah.
You know.
That's all he wants. So yes is yes people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's just
Sucks.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I try to find woe. It's just like we're kind of, because we're not laughing at it, we're just like laughing how stupid Trump is, and like we're all on like anti him. But yeah, I think it's just gonna take a moment to realize like how kind of shitty
Right,
it is.
Conan, you know nothing about politics, correct?
Absolutely nothing.
All right, I got a question for you, the absolutely uneducated.
Okay.
This has been said about every president prior in history. Do you think when Trump is finally voted out of office, is he gonna go voluntarily?
Is he gonna go voluntarily? I feel like he kind of has to, right?
Well, yeah,
Like, how
he
do you,
has to.
How do you not?
But what if he just says no?
Isn't that how does that work?
Well,
Well,
he's the current executive branch. He tells his Secret Service and the people who enforce the rules, no, we're not giving up this White House.
And if he
Fucking
has
hell.
if he has enough like yes men now.
I
Yeah,
mean, I imagine to like fucking keep order, cause like
No, it's weird because if you think about it, like president and all like the jobs people have, they're all fake in a sense. Like the only reason they have power is because enough people say, "Hey, he's our president."
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. So technically, the only reason a president has to get out is because we say, "Hey, they need to get out," or because that's written in the rule book. But if they just said no, I don't know what would happen.
Yeah, right?
Oh, it's funny.
Fucking hell.
Danny posted something on Instagram that I thought, like, he's a much bigger activist than us, but he posted something that I thought was kind of funny. He's like, president's back. What was the president that was shot and then gave the speech anyways? Josh? That wasn't Roosevelt, was it?
No, it was not Roosevelt. It was someone completely different. They weren't shot. There was an assassination attempt, and they just carried on like usual.
Yeah, but he had a wound. Like he had an actual wound, right?
Yeah. He was physically
he had a
wounded.
and then he continued his speech just like to give like a middle finger to the guy who tried to assassinate him. And then our president now is
Fucking
getting offended
power
by
move.
tweets.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the different like dynamic. This like because it's kind of like you were saying that one point that tier list you saw. So every president before the certain time was like on an A, and everything past that's like F tier.
Okay, it was Theodore Roosevelt.
It was okay. Yeah, but like I don't know much about him. I don't know like his reviews or I remember learning about him. I just don't retain that much information from my history class. But either way, that's a baller thing to do.
Yeah. Okay, here I will read some of the article. He finished his dinner and stepped out on the hotel the platform to enter a waiting car. An assassin stepped out of the crowd. Raising a gun, he fired one bullet at Theodore. It passed through his overcoat, a 50-page manuscript, a steel eyeglasses case, and lodged in his chest. He coughed into his hand, saw no blood, determined, "I have not been wounded," and then prevented a mob that gathered to kill the assassin until the police arrived, refused medical attention, and just went on to deliver his speech.
Yeah.
Absolute power move.
Dude, power move, mad led right there. He's like, you know
Yeah.
what?
The
If it, ain't,
unkillable.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. and
Yeah,
then
like-
he started his speech off saying, you know, I just got shot, but it's gonna take a little bit more than one bullet to kill this bull. Or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, cause like wasn't like one of those like campaign things he was like bowls. I don't know.
Yeah. Some I don't know. Look, man.
Like his personal slogan was something to do with a bull.
Look, we had
I don't know.
we had Mr. Shut.
Oh
We-
yeah,
we
that's
don't
right.
know
you,
what
you,
we're talking
you had no history class. Yeah, I had Hallett, and I remember some of it. I, don't
I could
remember
tell
much.
you all about his fateful trip to Virginia.
I don't even want to know. Oh, so by the way, this is the bet hacking a lot. Where that movie talking about with Danny Radcliffe holding two guns,
Okay,
like
yeah.
called like guns, Akimbo,
Akimbo?
Akimbo, yeah. Thank you, Akimbo, and like he's just like raced up with guns bolted to his hands. He just learned how to fight and live with guns bolted to his hands. Well, there's so many memes. There's like one picture of him like in a shower robe
Okay.
out in the middle of the street in slippers, like smiling like a maniac, and people like Harry Potter and that motherfucking thing on me, or Harry Potter and the Chamber of Bullets, or similar to my little friend Ava and Cadaver.
Dude, I feel like the Chamber of Bullets is probably a level on Tohu.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Hell, it's probably the title for one of their games since they have so many.
Dude, I remember playing Toho back in the day.
Man,
Shit was weird.
I could never get into it. Like,
Oh no!
it's just not
Bullet hells
good.
is something else, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm trying to make memes on a podcast, but this is one of the things that one, but it's
Bro, your mic is dying for me.
Oh, it is.
You just went full robot, dude.
Okay, how about now?
You're
You sound okay.
okay-ish.
Okay, so it's try to get me like, oh god damn it.
We'll
Doesn't
try
want
again
me to
later.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. We are
Dude.
coming up about an hour. Do you want to cut it off here or what?
Dang, do we have anything else to say?
I guess everyone, don't be a dick. That's all I gotta say.
Good
Yeah,
message. Good message.
If you don't want any lesson, don't be a dick.
Okay,
So, eat it.
we have all done
and
our homework and gathered our outro humming, right?
Yes, and
What?
everyone, please at Josh.
I didn't study for this one.
Oh, you didn't study for this test?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Come on. Get a nice little outro hum, all right? You're gonna sing. Are you
Alright,
ready?
alright. Let me fucking YouTube outro.
Ah.
Oh, I'm just saying after police.
Oh,
Or you know, an
okay.
anime anything.
Okay, I got mine ready.
Okay.
All right. Ready? Everybody? 3, 2, 1, go.